Hello, kababayan, and hello, YouTubers. Today we're going to be talking about coming back home. So these are for the people that left America or Canada, and especially America. You left America, you went to the Philippines, now you want to fly back home. And you don't have any issues with COVID. That means you didn't contract COVID 19. That means you're still healthy, you have no issues. Okay, so now you just want to go back home. Okay, first you should talk about is the schedule of the RT-PCR and antigen test. The way it is scheduled is you have to be tested 1 day prior to your flight. It's not 24 hours. It's 1 day prior to your flight. What that means is, let me give you an example. Let's say your flight is on Tuesday, 10 a.m. Monday, you could take your test at any time. You could take it in the morning, night, afternoon. It don't matter. You just have to take it calendar date Monday before the following day. So once again, if you're flying Tuesday 10 a.m., you need to test on Monday at any time. All right, so you have to look for test labs that will give you the same day results. You don't want to be testing with a lab that will give you the result 2 to 3 days later. You need that result the same day because you're flying the following day. I will give you that link for all the labs so you can choose which lab you want to use or utilize that is very close to your location. The links and all the links, I'm going to post it under the description of the video. So if you're watching the video, on the description, you click on it and it'll open up a window and you'll see all the links. So you click the link for the labs and then you found a lab that you can do a same day service. And that's what you want. So you go to the lab 1 day prior to your flight. Now you have a choice of doing the RT-PCR test or antigen. America accepts either one of them. America is okay with antigen or RT-PCR test. I use the antigen test because it's only around $10 versus RT-PCR test is about $50. So I went for the cheaper one. Not only is cheaper, the antigen, it only took me 15 minutes, but it can take about 30. So 15 to 30 minutes. The RT-PCR, however, it can take up to 10 to 12 hours, but it'll be the same day result. And then when I took the antigen test, I waited in the parking lot. And then they gave me a hard copy indicating that was negative. I have a negative result. And then they also emailed me. So I have both electronic and the hard copy. Then, of course, now you leave. Then the following day, you go to the airport. Now, this is not Philippine Airline. I'm talking about other than Philippine Airline. So you go to the airport and the guard will stop you and ask you to present your COVID test. And he's looking for a negative result. You can show him using the hard copy or your cell phone, the electronic email. So now you go inside the airport and you look for your airline. And you go inside the airline, you check in. And they might have you fill out the attestation form. The attestation form is associated with your COVID test. And that's pretty much it. And you fly home. Now, let's talk about Philippine Airlines. Philippine Airlines is a little bit different. Their procedure is not the same. So, Philippine Airlines, they have their own test labs. and also have partner labs. So the way they're doing it is a little bit more steps than what I talked about previously. So if you're flying with Philippine Airlines, 5 days prior to your flight, you gotta click on this link, which I will provide, and you fill out this passenger profile and health declaration. And then you give them your email. And then on your email, you'll get your QR code from Philippine Airline. So once you get your QR code, of course, you're going to look for another link, which I'll provide as well. And it's their lab. Is their lab, Philippine Airline lab, or their partner lab? So you click on that link and you shop, or you look for the one that's nearest to you. For me, I chose gate number 3 or gate 3 near NAIA Airport, and it's owned by Philippine Airlines. I drove my car over there, and then the guard stopped me, and I presented him my QR code on my phone. And then he issued me a 8 by 11 inch card like this. And it has a number on it, like a 1 through 9. He placed it on my windshield, clipped to with my windshield wiper. And he ordered me or instructed me to park in the parking lot facing the lab technicians. Now, the lab technicians, they look at the numbers that's on queue. So mine was number 6, I believe. So I was next after waiting for about 10 minutes. So the lab technician waved at me to park in the drive-through. It's like a garage. I parked in there, and then I shut off my engine and opened my driver's side window. And then the lab technician asked for my passport, my electronic plane ticket, and QR code. And then from there, he scans it and everything. And then he asked me, which test do I want, the RT-PCR test or the antigen? I chose the antigen because, like I said, it's cheaper. It's around $10, and I can get the result within 15 to 30 minutes. So I asked for the antigen because going back to America, you don't need the RT-PCR test. Only if you want to. If you want to, then do so. Another thing, of course, there's payment involved, which I didn't mention earlier. Bring cash because sometimes your credit card doesn't work. So bring cash, guys. For either Philippine Airline or other airlines, bring cash. So he swabbed me, and the antigen is only through the nostrils. And then he took the samples, walked away, and then I reversed my vehicle and parked about 200 feet from the lab. 15 minutes later, the gentleman walked up to me, gave me my result, a hard copy indicating that I am negative COVID test. And then I got an email saying I'm negative as well. So once I got my result, I took off and went back home. And I normally don't go outside anymore because I don't want to get infected. So the following day, I go to the airport, Terminal 2, Philippine Airline. And once again, the guard's going to stop you and is going to ask you for your hard copy indicating that you are negative COVID. So I walk in there, I show him my hard copy, he lets me go in, and then I line up to check in to Philippine Airline. And then once I check in, the lady or the check-in lady would ask for my QR code, and then they fix everything, And I don't remember. And actually, I do remember. I don't have to fill out anything else. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember filling out anything. But they checked me in, my luggage and everything, and then I waited for my plane to fly back. So it's a lot more simpler than coming from America, going to the Philippines. So going back from Philippines to America is more easier, I think, in my opinion. So anyway, guys, if this thing is a little bit cloudy to you, just play back the video and just take notes. And if it still doesn't help, you could message me and let me know so I can answer your questions. But anyway, guys, if you guys like this video, give me a like. And if you think somebody else needs this kind of information, please share the information to them. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. Anyways, I love you, kababayan. I love you, YouTubers. Peace out.